Jerry walked into my office about 6-8 weeks ago, and I appreciate a fellow, of his position that will go from church to church. And we have a lot of churches, in Oklahoma, and he came to meet me, and I set this date up for him to come and share with us about the Baptist Children's Homes. If you come.
I'm on? Good. Good morning. Man, I don't know how to follow that. That was just awesome. That was good. That was great. Well, this morning I just want to visit with you a few minutes. I know Pastor Rick told you that I'm trying to get around to every Baptist church, and there's a reason why that I'm trying to get around to every Baptist church in the state of Oklahoma, because, well, I'll just get to it in a little bit. We'll go on from there. But let me tell you a little bit about Oklahoma Baptist Homes for Children. Oklahoma Baptist Homes for Children has been around since 1903. It is made up of 4 campuses, one in Oklahoma City, one in Medill, one in Edmond, which is Boys Ranch Town, and then one in Owasso. Within those 4 campuses, and then of course also to our Hope Pregnancy Centers, which are in Ardmore, Oklahoma City, and in Tulsa. All of those campuses have all different types of ministries within them, except they all are basically we call direct care. It's for children for one reason or other, cannot be at home. We provide a home for those kids. It's very basic care. They have a mom and a dad who are there that work for 3 weeks on, and then another couple comes in and that 1 week off. And so that's consistent across all the different campuses. But then some of the other campuses, we have some other different ministries. For instance, our Owasso campus has a maternity home for young ladies who have become pregnant and have no place to be. We offer that for them. Also, too, the Oklahoma City campus has a new program, and we'll show a video in just a minute, it's called our Children's Hope program, which is actually for moms who are in crisis. So you can see there that the Oklahoma Baptist Homes for Children we've grown with the times. When we see a need, we want to make an effort to provide help for those needs for children and families in crisis. And really the whole reason why I'm here today is because actually all of you sitting out here are just as much responsible as I am for this ministry. And the reason why I say that is because the Baptist churches of Oklahoma were who started this ministry. We started in downtown Oklahoma City with one little girl, and I may say it on the video, I'm not sure, but one little girl, and it was a Baptist pastor who started this ministry. So you are actually our network, and you are the ones who we are here to help. So let's go ahead and play those videos. We're going to play 2 videos real quick. I might cheat a little bit, kind of save me some time, not have to stand up here and talk the whole time. But they're 2 really, really good videos. The first one is about our Oklahoma City campus and kind of tells you all about, what we do there. And then the second one is about our Children's Hope program, which is a new program for single moms in crisis, and which has become a wonderful program. All right, go ahead.
You better be fast. You have an advantage now because since I'm not there, you might have a chance of getting one.
Next one I got, give it to you, okay?
Save that.
I won finally. After forever, I won. So I was like,
I get to say Look at him. You're fast. Give me the hand on that one. Ready? Eat that. More.
That they've experienced, I don't know all of their stories individually, but the things that I know that some of the people that are here, some of the students that are here, I know that they're horrific. They're horrific stories.
They come from DHS. We also take them from grandparents that are raising their kids' kids. They come from parents that families have fragmented. Sometimes a mother may be in prison or the dad may be in prison. A myriad of reasons that they come here.
What's so awesome is that God redeems us from that, and that this place is offering that hope to them.
So we want them to understand that they don't have to be anything other than what they choose to be in this world. The Baptist Homes for Children is a place where children can come and kind of regroup, a time where they can understand what life is about, kind of work on some of the owies and sores and hurts that they have emotionally. A time where we can help them understand what family is like, what family is about, and especially a time where we can help them understand the love of our Lord Jesus Christ.
You feel like a sense of being together. Like you have a mom and a dad role, and then you have like little brothers and sisters running around. So I guess you can say you feel like a family.
It's a good place. It's a good environment. They treat kids like they want to be treated. They have respect for us, and we have respect for them, and we help out each other.
In sophomore with my polo, everybody know I am Preston number. See, I am famous. Look at the Asia, she swagged out, man. We love our haters now. Adriana, she's a freshman like me. For real, just okay.
We call this foster family cottages. That really defines that they're more like kids that are in foster care. And it is a family cottage, meaning a house mother and a house father. They raise the kids like their own.
We just knew that this was a place for us because the kids, you just have to have this calling, and the children just pull at your heart. They have so many things in life that's against them, and I guess for us the most important thing was knowing that this is where God wanted us.
Even though their family has fallen apart, sometimes they come across thinking that they should have done something different. Their parents divorced, domestic violence, and they come away thinking, what could I have done? Was it my fault? And we have to help them understand, no, that was an adult that made adult choices. Your choices, on the other hand, you make by yourself, for yourself.
When I first moved here, it was kind of difficult because coming from the background that I came from, it was kind of a culture shock. I got used to it pretty quick. I've been here for 3 years now, so it's kind of easy for me, I guess, and I also encourage other girls that live here.
The campus is 6 cottages that were built here in 1982 and 83. So we have 8 cottages with up to 8 residents in each one of them.
Well, right here we're standing in this is the study area. The kids can use the computers and do their homework or the internet back here. And then we also have just right over here is a laundry room. So we have 2 washers and 2 dryers. And then we have the kitchen. And this happens to be my favorite room of the whole house. What I like about the kitchen is that all the girls love to help me cook. And so it seems like a really big kitchen, but then whenever everyone comes around here, we usually pile around the islands and everyone's cooking together.
Pretty nice. I got my own bedroom, bathroom, and we get to do things like go to the movies a lot, go to the mall shopping. It's a pretty nice living room though.
This is the lovely room of mine, along with my little fish. It's wonderful, because this is my own personal space, so I can just come and think or read whenever I want to. I don't have to worry about having someone else coming in all the time. I can just close my door, and it's like my own little sanctuary. I have a little trophy up there for servanthood because I put others before me.
It's real difficult when a young person comes because it really indicates that there's been some problems in the family's fallen apart. So it's not a victory at all that a child has to come to the Baptist Children's Home, but it's an excitement that we get to show them a different kind of life and get to help them when they come.
Well, one of the first things we do is generally we might make a welcome sign or a welcome poster and put their name up over the door.
When they come, it's a difficult time. They go to a new home, a new school, introduced to church, so everything's new for them. So it's very important during that time that we give them all the time and grace and understanding that we can.
Sometimes we'll keep them home the first day from school and spend time with them, just to get to know them really well and to help them adjust. It's a new environment, it's a big change from where they were before.
Sometimes when you have 7 girls in a room and 7 are been here for a while and one's brand new, that's difficult. So the house parents have to really work with, okay, what was it like when you were here? Remember that, and maybe you can help them start off good too.
They're experiencing a lot of loss, they're not with their family and their friends and their school anymore, so just to help them adjust to being in a new place and with new people.
We kind of got to show her the ropes of what and what not to do, and kind of explain to her why we do certain things and how we do certain things. It takes a while to adapt for her, so it's kind of different for both us and her. So, it's a great experience getting to know more girls and new girls. So.
Things usually are different here than they might have been at home or wherever they were living before. So that takes a little bit to learn, and just trying to help them feel the most comfortable with the changes that are happening.
Just like little things like air conditioning, washer and dryer, showers, heat and air. Little things like where we lived, we come to school sometimes, we have to wear dirty clothes to school because we couldn't wash them because the electricity was off. We don't have to do that now.
We started asking, what if we could do more? Instead of waiting for the family to fall apart, for everything to just fragment right in front of the child's face, could we keep the children with their mother?
They have several different types of classes, from being able to become financial independence, how to actually manage your money the proper way, how to be able to, utilize what you do have.
They live with their mother while their mother's working on her skills of parenting and finances and vocational education. While that mother is working on that, these kids live here just like the other kids in a safe, secure, loving environment.
You're going to be able to go on. You know that your children are going to be able to do well for themselves and provide for themselves and go on and be able to have great families and not have to worry about, them going through the situation that we did.
We have a style show that we do every year in August. It's a great event. Each kid has an amount of money that we've raised for them to go spending. Volunteers help our kids go and pick out clothes that just fit them and all the excitement. One set of runway clothes, these clothes that they wear on the runway, and we do it in the last several years at the Cox Center. What a self-esteem builder it is for these kids when so many people are clapping for them. I mean, they do feel like Miss America.
Well, okay, but let's talk about priorities, though. I mean, what are your priorities, or what should be your priorities? School, maybe your relationship with God, school, your friends, those and it should go in that order. God first, and then everything else will fall into place. I mean, the thing that I've learned for the past couple of years, I've gotten to MC the style show for the Oklahoma Baptist Homes for Children, and I have to say, I mean, I get the opportunity to MC a lot of events.
Not have to worry about, them going through the situation that we did.
We'll close.
One of our biggest events is our bike ride that happens in June of every year. We have between 500 and 600 riders, and then some of their family members, and then we also have about 140 volunteers. So we feed close to 900 people that day. It's becoming a big event to raise money, but it's also an event that lets people know we're here. We're part of the community, we're serving the community, and we want them to come and see what we're doing for our kids. It's not enough just to have house parents and staff that reflect and spend time with them. Other people need to do that. Even when someone comes and works on the flower beds or plays games with them in the gym, they know somebody else cares. It's important for these kids to know that someone besides us cares for them.
Even just listening to those girls talk about, even just listening to Abrina's story about God and how she started a relationship with God. I mean, look what he does, and look how he blesses so many people.
I never knew I could love so much, to be a part of someone's life and to see them come and feel defeated and maybe to feel maybe like they didn't have a lot of worth, and then to see them grow and to change and to start doing good in their schoolwork and to start doing good in their boundaries and the choices they're making, and to see them just blossom. There is nothing like it.
Being here has changed me so much. Like, I've grown up to be a better grown woman, and I've learned more about responsibility and how to be mature and things to help prepare me for my future.
And the most amazing thing to me is after they've been here for a while, they can see that there are people that they're lovable, that there's hope, that they don't have to be defined by their past and what's happened to them. God loves them and He has a great purpose in their life.
I am where God wants me to be, and I am exactly doing the job that He has me to do. That's the satisfaction that I wish every person has. I have a great satisfaction knowing that what I do directly impacts the lives of young people, and that's a great experience.
I found my cause.
I found my cause.
I found my cause.
It's a lot of hope, but when I came in, I needed a lot of hope. The Children's Hope program at the Oklahoma Baptist Homes for Children is a program designed for single mothers who have come out of some kind of devastating event.
A single mom, a domestic abuse survivor, Tiffany Crawford and her 2 young daughters found safe haven at the Baptist Homes for Children Children's Hope program.
God provided the opportunity to keep the children with their mother. We get to see children that are in an environment where they're not worried about domestic abuse. They're not worried about the drug deal going down the street. This ministry allows these children to stay with their mother. Can't beat that.
Tiffany and her daughters first found the Children's Hope program 5 years ago. They were the very first family to move in.
It was fun. Actually better than fun. It was fantastic.
If it hadn't been for someone praying for single moms and wanting to be an active role in bettering the lives of single moms, I would not be in this position I am today. I'd probably be depressed and living in a small hotel, paycheck to paycheck still. I just don't think I would be the person I am today had someone not come up with the program.
The Children's Hope program is a Christ-centered approach to healthy living. Single moms like Tiffany are not only given a safe place to live with their children, they also have access to educational classes on parenting, nutrition, and finance. Lifelong gifts that Tiffany is passing on to her girls.
So I get emotional because I don't think if I weren't in this program, I would be able to provide those skills, if that makes sense. I don't think I would have been able to instill in them so strongly that through the hard work, the strong still persevere, but the weak still shine, even though they didn't start out strong. And that's me.
Tiffany, Saray, and Desiree have been on their own for 5 months. Tiffany has a great job, a new car, and a mortgage.
Going through the program, I was able to go back to school and get a second degree and become a physical therapist assistant, which I totally love.
In our society, the American family is struggling to stay together. What anybody that becomes involved in this ministry will see that this family is still together.
There are some second chances in life you think you would never get. And when you get them, you're so much more appreciative the second time around to be in such a great program that God has ordained. My hand is empty. Oh, it's happy now.
The other day I was looking at one of my devotions that I think it's extremely appropriate for when I talk about the children's home and so forth. This was written by Vanitha Rendell, and it comes in an email called Desiring God, which is very to the point. Starts out, "This isn't the ticket I bought. That's what I thought when my health took a detour and I found myself on a road I hadn't anticipated. A road I wasn't prepared for, a road I didn't want to travel. This young lady told her sister of the desire to return to the normal, trial-free life she had before. And her sister insightfully responded, 'You know, I think the detour you are on is the actual road. The detour that you are on is actually the road. What a horrifying thought. When my plans go awry, I always want to believe that I have taken a temporary detour. Maybe it's a long one, but I hope that the real road, the road where I can return to being happy and fulfilled, is just ahead. Maybe it's only around the corner, if I can simply hang on. Should I earnestly ask God to change my circumstances? Should I draw near to Him in prayer, write down my requests, and regularly seek Him for the things in my life that I want to see changed? Godly things, restoration, healing, return to activity, active ministry. Or do I recognize that I am on a different road? One that may not bring the healing and the restoration that I would like, but rather a closeness to Jesus that I could not get any other way. Do I hold loosely to the expectations of changed circumstances and cling tighter to the hope that will never disappoint, the hope that is rooted in Jesus? I realize that I cannot cling to the past. I cannot get back on the old road and put everything back the way it was. Some things will get better over time. Some prayers will be miraculously answered. Some dreams will come true. But the old road is gone. And in my mind, it will often be remembered as better than it actually was. The Israelites did that when they complained after they were delivered from slavery, saying, "We remember the fish we ate in Egypt that cost nothing, the cucumbers, the melons, the leeks, the onions, the garlics. But now our strength is dried up, and there is nothing at all but this manna to look at." Numbers 11, 4 through 6. The Israelites neglected to mention that even though they had food, they were slaves. Their lives in Egypt were not perfect. They had continually cried out to God to deliver them from slavery. So don't look back on the past and assume it was perfect. It wasn't. Mine wasn't perfect either. The new road that I am on, bumpy and twisted as it may be, is the path that God has chosen for me. It is the best road, the only road worth taking. If I keep looking back on the old way longingly, focusing what I've lost rather than on what I have, I will miss the rewards of the new path. I need to open my eyes, notice what's around me, remember that God goes before me. I need not fear, for He knows what is up ahead. As He promised, I will lead the blind in a way that they do not know. In paths that they have not known, I will guide them. I will turn the darkness before them into light, the rough places into level ground. These are the things I do, and I do not forsake them. Isaiah 42:16. God is guiding me on a new path. I am on the road, and so are you. There are definitely things we cannot change in our lives, circumstances that are just part of the road we have to travel. Although as the church, we can and should be aware of how we can be His hands and feet in circumstances, in our communities, for those who can and want to change. And so today you have had a glimpse of what Oklahoma Baptist Homes for Children is all about. So now you have become a part of the network of people caring for people through the Baptist churches of Oklahoma. Either you know, knew, or will know someone who is in need. Or maybe it's yourself. Either way, you are aware of how Oklahoma Baptist Homes for Children can help make that road a little bit easier. And I think that's the part that I want to stress this morning is that, we all go down our roads, we all go down, struggles, we all have struggles throughout our lives, we understand that. But as a church, we're here to be a support, a help, to see if we can ease that road a little bit, okay? You saw what Oklahoma Baptist Homes for Children is doing. I'm not here to ask for money today, although there's other days that I may, but not today. We're not going to do it. I'm not here to ask for money. Yes, that is how we survive, is through the Baptist Churches of Oklahoma, private donations, the cooperative program. But I'm here today because we have seen that we need you guys' help to find people who need our services and who could benefit from Oklahoma Baptist Homes for Children. If you have questions, please get in touch with me. There's brochures and stuff out on the table. I want you to know exactly how you can help people in your community. So at this point in time, because they always say that you will remember a presentation 70% of what you've said and 20% of what the other person said. So you're just only going to remember about 20% of what I said. So I'm opening up to you to ask me questions, or if you had an experience with Oklahoma Baptist Homes for Children, any of the campus, I would love to hear from those right now. I bribed her.
Okay. Christian, would you put it on the picture, please? This is my brother and two sisters, and they were the Baptist Children's Home poster children at one time. The Children's Home has a very special place in my heart because my brother and sisters were there for 3 years. And it was an amazing place. They learned so much. They had a cottage that they lived in. That's what they called it. They had their house parents. Wasn't Miss Norris there? Okay. Miss Norris was their house mother, and they're still in contact with her to this day. They learned chores. They went to church. They went to school there. Just, it's just like a regular home. They attend public schools, go to church with their house parents, and it just holds a special place in my heart. I highly support the place. I wish I could financially support them, but it means a lot to me, the Baptist Children's Home. So, thanks.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Now, was that the Norrises?
Yeah.
Donna and Anita Norris? They retired in December, yeah. And matter of fact, we live right across the road from them, and they packed up and their U-Haul took off yesterday. So they are retired. But they've been doing this for 35 years-ish, so they've been doing it for a long time. Any questions? Any questions?
How many sets of house parents are there between all four facilities?
Oh, my gravy. I'm going to estimate there's 7 cottages per campus-ish, so 4 7s, 28. There's 28 full-time house parents which are on 3 weeks, and then there are probably 14 sets that are on for their off time. Now, that's your house parents. Within each one of the campuses, you have caseworkers that are there to help the kids out. We have assistant administrators on each campus that are available for the kids. We have an administrator on the campus, and then that doesn't even count any of the volunteers that are there helping. And so, matter of fact, we were house parents for 13 years at the Boys Ranch, so that's kind of where I got started on this journey.
So from time to time, positions open.
Definitely. Yeah, matter of fact, we have, I believe we should have some positions open at the Oklahoma City campus, retirements and things like that. To be real honest with you, a house parent job is a very stressful job. We raised 2 young ladies at the Boys Ranch Town. I know people might go, oh, but it was one of the best things that I've ever done for my daughters, and they've turned out to be very good young ladies. And so, yes, there are opportunities there. And again, too, it's a position where, just like any other position, you have your benefits and the whole 9 yards. So it's been a blessing to work at the Children's Home. Yes, ma'am. www.obhc.org. www.obhc.org. Yes. And just look on there, and there'll be some tabs that and the reason why I'm not giving you any more than that, because we just changed our pages like in December, and so I'm trying to figure out where everything's at anyway. So, but there'll be a tab that says either career, how you can help, or things like that. And my card's at the back, and if anyone is interested and can't locate any of that information, I'd be happy to get in touch with our web person and go, where in the world is this page? Where is it? So, you betcha. You betcha. Any other questions?
Suggesting someone to go to be able to use the services there. They do not have to be a member of
Right, right, exactly, and that may not have been stated also too. Number one, all the service that we provide, all of them, all 4 campuses, our Hope Pregnancy Centers, everything is totally free to the people who are needing care. It's free. And again too, that's because of the blessings of the Baptist Churches of Oklahoma. I mean, we are here to take care of those people. So yes, also too, we're not here to just say, you know what, hey, we're only going to take care of our Baptist people because that's we are here to take care. We are here to help any families anywhere that we can help. We're there. And you know what? Sometimes it's just like being as a church. And a lot of times, I mean, a person who doesn't know Christ is a perfect opportunity for us to be able to share Christ. And that's one of the opportunities that we have at the Children's Home, is the fact that with us being privately funded and not funded by the state of Oklahoma, we can continue to share the gospel, we can continue to take our families to church, we can continue to do devotions during the day. And so, that's, in this day and age, that is incredibly special and important.
Now, is there an age only that you help, especially
The children, different campuses are going to be a little bit different. The Boys Ranch Town, they usually take their boys 10, 11, 12, up until 18. At 18, they can sign themselves out. They're an adult. Now, we can also allow them to stay within our care and continue, say they're 18 and they've got to finish their senior year or whatever. They can still be there. They just need to sign themselves back in, and so they can continue. We also have an aftercare program that takes those kids, once they turn 18, once they graduate high school, they can move into this aftercare program where we help them with their college. If they're in DHS custody and they still want to be involved with Oklahoma Baptist Homes for Children, their college is paid for. So all we provide is a home, a family. We just continue to provide those things as long as we need to. We'll continue to provide those. We have our aftercare programs. We have those at each campus, which are basically a duplex system. Oklahoma City, we have 8 duplexes, so 16 residence possibilities there, where those kids can come out of care and go into that resident and live there during their college years and so forth. The other campuses have pretty close to the same thing with the duplex situation. Now, as far as children in the other campuses, our Medill campus is all girls, and they usually take them about the same age, 10, 11, 12, somewhere along in there. Our Oklahoma City and Owasso are a little bit different. We take children, a lot of times sibling groups, to keep them within the same facility. We take sibling groups into, so for instance, we had a sibling group just recently in Oklahoma City. There was 5 of them, 4 boys and 1 girl, but the youngest one was 5, and then they kind of staggered all the way up. And so our 2 campuses, Oklahoma City and Owasso, try to keep those family groups together, and so that we kind of focus on that a little bit more. And to be real honest with you, it's like I tell everybody, it is all a case-by-case situation. You know what, if we can help and they're past one of those age and they could fit into a family life there, we're going to do the best we can. Do the best we can. Did I answer all that? Okay. Any other questions? Any more questions? All right. Well, I appreciate y'all taking time this morning and listen to me ramble. I sometimes get long-winded, and so I appreciate that. And I hope, like I said, if there's any way that we can help out, or you know of anyone who we can help out, please don't hesitate. My cards and things are out on the table. Please don't hesitate to grab one of those, stick in your billfold just in case. All right? All righty. Thanks, sir.